talking about cults, I mean, I find them to be interesting, just the methods and what they're going into, and you're a cult expert in this film as well.
Yeah.
I mean, how much
And in
research?
real life.
Oh, in real life as well?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to broadcast that.
I mean, how much research did you guys actually do any research into it, or did you actually follow,
100%.
actually join any cults?
Yes, I did. I read a great book. No, didn't join any cults.
Thought about it. But.
No.
You joined our cult.
I joined the cult of Riley. I read a great book. There was a well-known cult deprogrammer in the 70s and 80s named Ted Patrick. Fascinating guy. He wrote a book. It was out of print. I found a copy online on eBay or something, and it was actually signed by him, which is what my character does in the film. And then I found another copy that was signed. I gave it to them, and it turns out there were a lot of copies available that were signed.
And so, which is funny because in our movie, Ansel signs is just trying to make like $5 here and there by signing books, and that was not far off from like reality, I guess, because every copy of Ted Patrick's book is signed, and now it looks like that one's going to be made into a movie too.
Is it?
Orlando Jones.
Just, optioned the book.
Optioned the book.
Cool.
So we might be seeing something about Ted Patrick. But yeah, and for me, like I didn't necessarily do specific research. I had this one book that I used to kind of get a good sense of the terms that they use. But I was familiar enough with the process, and I also didn't want it to be too grounded in reality. But what's funny is even though like I was making some stuff up, like I had this thing about where Claire doesn't like to be called by her name because like she doesn't associate with that person anymore. Like a lot of that ended up actually being real things that people did, and it was weird how much like my idea of what the cult would do and what a cult member would say turned out to be pretty much based in reality.
Crazy, because you never ended up really reading the book, but I did,
No,
and
I
I
didn't
remember
read that
just being
one.
like, I can't believe you didn't read this because so much of it lines up. But I think you've just over the years you've just remembered.
I've always been fascinated with cults too, so it's something that every time like a documentary would come on television as a kid, I would watch it or movies about it. And I did purposefully stay away from Holy Smoke and Split Image until after I wrote the script. But then I watched those after I had written it, and it's funny how some of those things lined up, and it's just an interesting topic period for sure.